Hi, we're A World Turned Black, and you're watching the Mike Wolf YouTube channel.
What's up, everybody? We are A World Turned Black. I'm Steven Taylor, and I'm lead vocalist.
I'm Aaron Dyer. I play bass.
Stephen Clements, and I play guitar.
I'm Brent Sewell, and I'm the drummer.
We just released our debut album, Decide My Fate. Came out in June. It's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, basically everywhere. And, Amazon. So go check it out. Yes, Facebook.com, A World Turned Black. We're on Instagram.
At A World Turned Black.
At A World Turned Black. Is that it? We on Twitter?
No, we're not.
We're not on Twitter. And we got some new stuff in the works. We're planning on hitting the studio very soon to get out some more of our music. And like I said, we're A World Turned Black. We formed about a year ago, a little over a year ago, maybe. And three of us are from 3 Times Driven, which is no stranger to Pitfest. And we played in that band. And then Aaron came along as our bassist. So basically, we got our start at our hometown, Fort Payne, Alabama, at a place called Decap Theater. We played with the band The Protest, which is awesome. And they gave us pretty much our first chance at an actual rock show. And it was amazing being with them. They're awesome dudes. They're legit, genuine for Jesus. And that's what we want to be. You know, we want this rock music, but to also get out, you know, a message of hope and of Christ. And that's what we're all about. We've also played with bands like The Persuaded, Relentless Flood.
One of my biggest influences in rock music would have to be Aaron Pauley from Of Mice and Men.
And I've got a lot of influences, mainly local people like Relentless Flood and Marshall Huffman, because he's an absolute beast on vocals. And but as far as like world-renowned rock bands, but I started in Southern Gospel when I was like 4, and we just grew up doing Southern Gospel all the time. And then when I got a little older, I heard rock music, and I was like, that's where it's at. And so, yeah, it's just been it's been a dream being on stage and sharing the stage with some of these awesome dudes.
I'd say my biggest influences musically would probably be like people like The Showdown. I can remember being like 15 years old, and I would just pop in a CD of The Showdown and try to play along with it the best I could. I couldn't keep up with those guys, but like that's probably where I got my biggest start in playing rock metal music. Bands like, which they're not a band anymore sadly, but like Saving Grace, I feel like I get a lot of my guitar style playing from people like that. I'd say right now, like currently, I'm like really into like Breaking Benjamin and Starset, people like that. So I kind of take influence from all those guys. But I've been playing guitar since I was probably 12. Actually, he was the one that taught me a little bit on the bass, and he gave me my first bass, and I still have it, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of started out in the Southern Gospel stuff as well, and kind of worked up to playing stuff like The Showdown and things like that. And it's just, you know, I've been playing rock music for a while now, and it's just kind of grew into something pretty cool. So that's what my influence would be, I guess.
Yeah, my biggest influence would be my brother. He got me into it. I don't know. I was just graduated, and he's like, "Hey, you're gonna play drums." I was like, "All right, I'll play." So I was kind of forced into it, but I fell in love with it, and I've been in a rock band with 3 Times Driven, I guess about 10 years, and these 2 guys here were in it with me for the last bit of it, and it's just, that's about it. And now here we are, World Turned Black. That's it.
I would say our first album we kind of threw together really quick. I remember like we got together, our first show, our debut show was like in August, and it was like that October we recorded the drums like all in one day, and like we had our first single release like in February of the next year. So like it was great, and the guy that we got to do the recording, Justin Frazier, like really did awesome with putting our music together so quick. But we're definitely looking forward to the next album of, I guess, taking our time more, because you know, we were so ready to get music out because people didn't know what we sounded like. So, yeah, we were. I guess it was rushed, but I think it turned out great. But the next album, I feel like will be a step up, and we're wanting to do a full length album next. So that's kind of what the future holds, I guess. Hoping to get in studio November or December of this year, and then hopefully by something like summer of next year have a full length album out. So pretty pumped about that.
Hi, we are World Turned Black, and you're watching the Mike Wolf YouTube channel. We want to give a special shout out to all of our viewers in South America.